kind of close to that.
Revenue or profit?
Revenue, yeah. But because we're online, our margins are quite good.
Yeah.
So that's sort of like in US dollars. So yeah, it's grown quite well. It's just pushing to that 7-figure mark now, which is the goal, and just building the team out to make that happen.
And what's your, like, say, monthly budget you have, which you spend in Dubai? Do you have a such budget, or or how much do you spend at the moment?
Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, it varies, man, right? So again, if I have months like for my birthday where I had friends over and we were celebrating and I'm going out, that's quite high. But I did it 1 month where I kind of tracked what I spent. It was like less than 10,000 dirhams in a month that I spent.
Oh,
right?
It's not. It's still a lot.
It's still a lot.
But it's like okay.
It's okay, right? Yeah. That was
food,
1 month. That was food. That was like going out like a couple of times a month. That was, taking Ubers. And again, I was maybe eating out from
with your girlfriend together?
With my girlfriend as well. Yeah. So I wasn't going crazy that month, but I wasn't obviously, staying in and locking myself away. Yeah. And that was less than 10,000 dirhams for the month, right? Which isn't too bad on like a spend for what it can be in Dubai if you're going out. So I probably could have cut that even less if I went to the supermarket more and went out less. So again,
that's without rent.
Without the rent, yeah. So that was just going out and just living life normally without any extravagant expenses or kind of cutting down too much. So there's definitely a way in which you can do Dubai in a way that's not that expensive.
Yeah, but that's like for many people, of course, that's 2,500 euro. That's a lot of money for just like living and spending. Of course, you work hard.
Yep.
You work hard, so you also enjoy a bit of your time.
Of course.
So that's what you choose. You could have been a student somewhere or work for a company.
Of course.
But you choose to come here also to have your own life. You are also you're an entrepreneur. You have goals. Mm-hmm. So everyone deserves that. Yep. Spending that, and there's no limits here. People spend. The first times I come here, I don't know how much. It's been crazy, a lot of money. But you experience stuff, yeah. You find new things. You think, wow, this is unbelievable. You live in that place and you pay that rent and this. You just see a different life, and then you want this life. You see where you come from, where you have a good life, but you see there's a better life.
Of course, yeah.
Like how do all these rich people, the billionaires especially, like how do they buy that yacht? How do they buy the villa?
Yeah.
Like how is it possible? So there's ways, and if it's a dream, you can
100%.
You can reach that.
Yeah, no, I agree. And when I look back at where I was in the UK, there was about 5-6 years ago, I was filling vending machines, right? Driving a truck around and filling vending machines.
That's a good business.
It's a good business, right? But I was like, I wasn't like owning it. I was the guy that was driving the van because I was broke and I didn't have any money. So I kind of know what it was like to like be, living like that normal life of, paying like month to month, trying to make ends meet. So when you come out here, it changes your perspective on what's actually possible. And I think that's really great for people to experience sometimes.
Do you think anyone who wants to change their life to move out of their own country to another country, is it the only way to really elaborate as a person?
What do you mean by that?
If you're in the UK and if you want to change something in your own life and you're not happy and you want to grow as a person, is the only way to move to another country? Yeah,
I believe so. I think so. You can move to maybe another city, but I think if you're stuck in your own city, wherever that is, you've obviously got that small town mentality that's always there, right? And there's that saying, right? You're never a prophet in your own town, which is true. There's kind of like that crabs in a bucket where people will maybe pull you down to their level because they don't want to see you do as well, right? If you've got big dreams. So I think one of the best things that you can do is obviously move out and experience something new, because that's where you grow. And I always say this to people, right, that sign up to my coaching and, that are not in shape. It's like, well, if you've done the same thing for the past 2 years and your body hasn't changed, if you continue with this, like the route's still going to be the same. You're going to be in the same position. So if you're living in the same country, doing the same thing, and your life's not changing and improving, there needs to be a change or a shift that's going to take you to that next level. So I think moving to a new country, setting up a business, if that is your dream, is a great thing to do. Yeah,
100%. Can you see yourself living here forever?
Great question. I've thought about it. So my kind of thoughts at the minute is to stay here for 5 years, just to see how things go for that period of time. So I do want to be here for a decent amount of time, at least on the short term. When I think about family and kids, I'm still not 100% on whether I'm going to have family and kids here yet, but my mind might change. I've got friends here that got kids and a family out here, and they love the life that they have, and the schooling's great here. It's very family friendly. So I can see that. I just haven't made the decision quite yet on that.
But I think that's what many people, isn't it? Like when I came here 5 years ago, I had always a goal to go and live in America.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to get my E2 visa. I was setting things up to have the business plan, the investment, $50,000 US. I did all that stuff.
Yeah.
Tried to get the interview at the embassy and stuff. So, but then at the beginning, when I was talking to people here, like doctors in hospital in Palm Jumeirah, and I said, "How long have you been here?" And he said, like, I've been 13 years. And he said, you didn't plan to stay here. So a year went on and he extended it and then it could become 13 years. I thought, crazy. I met a few people talking about this and I see myself, because I wasn't planning to stay here longer. I was like, okay, I'm living here, doing something here. And then months go on, another month, and I think, oh, this is the place I'm going to live. Yep. You know, it's just develops. Like you come here on holiday a few times, and after 6 times or something, you live here. You know, there's so many people. Yeah. Because it's just something different here. It's just a different world, which you have to experience to know it, to feel it.
100%. Yeah. And I think you have to experience it because like I said, to live here and to go on holiday here are two different things, right? So if you stay out here for a month and have a normal routine like you would and maybe work and not do all the crazy stuff, like see what that feels like to be in Dubai like that, because that's a very different experience from, you know, spending all your week at a beach club or, you know, going and doing all the tourist stuff. So, yeah.
The people you meet, say, in the gyms as you train as for example, in downtown, or if you go to the coffees, are they like all entrepreneurs? Are they like multimillionaires? Or are they also like normal employees? What kind of people are they? Yeah,
so there's a mix, right? So in Dubai, you get a mix of people. You get, you know, people that are just working here, but you also get a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners just because of the environment here. So I actually meet a lot of entrepreneurs and other business owners, people in crypto, people running big companies and things like that here. So I find with Dubai, people are much more open to wanting to talk and like help each other out. I don't know if you experienced this, where maybe if you're in your hometown back in Europe or in the UK, people are kind of not as friendly, or they're kind of standoffish in regards to this stuff. They're kind of like, well, who's this guy? Whereas you go out here, people are like, hey man, great to meet you. Like, we should see if we can help each other out. Maybe I sign up to your business and we do business together. It's like this very collaborative environment. Whereas I find in other environments, it's not like that, which I think is a good thing about Dubai for sure.
Yeah, I think that's why. So the people who